Debt, fear, relationships, the children, your health, work. When you want to give up and you need courage to continue, take heart and stay tuned as RJ Jackson writes her signature message of hope on your heart. You don't have to live where you're dying, and you don't have to die where you're living. Like every show of Conversations on Courage, you'll be informed, inspired, and encouraged to find the courage you need to succeed at home, work, and in your business. Get your pen and paper. You'll want to take notes. And now, your host, RJ Jackson, the Courage Giver.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the table. Welcome to another episode of Conversations on Courage with me, your host, RJ Jackson, the Courage Giver. This is a show for women who dare to live authentic, bold, and courageous lives. Women who dare to push past their pain and be all that they were created to be. This is a show for women who dare to live unapologetically. This is the show where you can find the courage you need in order to succeed. This is a show for you. I like to look at this as episode 1. Although it's not our first show, it is the one that you've been waiting for. It's the one that you will appreciate and the one you'll be glad you stuck around to hear. It's the one that will help you level up in your business and in your life. It's the one you'll want to listen to over and over again. Matter of fact, it's the one you'll want to share with your friend. So why don't you actually take a moment and do that right now? You can simply hit the share button and share with those you care about. And don't forget, while you're touching those buttons, remember to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment. And please leave a review. On today's show, like on every show, we promise to fill your cup one sip at a time. We promise to give you information that's going to cause transformation in your situation. We promise you another epic conversation on courage. What are we going to do? Not only are we going to give you strategies for success, we're going to answer the questions that you've had the courage to ask in our online Facebook community. Girl, I'm working on it too. If you're not a part of our community, we invite you to head on over and join. Girl, I'm working on it too. Head on over and join right now to connect with a community of women who will get underneath you and lift you up. We're also going to bring you a featured speaker who will share insight and inspiration for your current situation.
Stay tuned. Coming up next, RJ brings her special guest to the table for more authentic and down-to-earth Conversations on Courage.
I am always excited and honored to be able to sit at the table and have a conversation, and not just any old conversation, but an epic conversation with amazing people who are living life on purpose. They've decided to push past their fear, the pain of the past, and take a risk with confidence. Today's show is no exception to the rule. Today we get to sit at the table with author Kamenwa, and our featured guest is Vanessa Ortiz. Vanessa is the CEO of Globally Exclusive, an alternative education center meeting the demands of 21st century learning. Globally Exclusive is located in the Southern California area. Vanessa is a passionate educator who seeks to complement the efforts of transformational educational journey. Join me in welcoming Vanessa Ortiz, CEO of Globally Exclusive, to the table for a conversation on courage. Vanessa, welcome to the table, beautiful.
Hi, RJ. How are you? Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to be here. Well, we're excited to sit at the table with you and enjoy this conversation on courage with you. So let's just go right ahead with the conversation, and let's learn more about you, your passion, and your mission for life. So as an educator, a business owner, what makes you so passionate about making a difference? Tell us your story.
Honestly, I think I've always known that I wanted to be in education because I know ever since I can remember, I was always trying to get my little brothers and sisters around the table and try to get them and teach them something. So I think it's kind of been within me, honestly, ever since that I can remember. And I just working with students, people who want to learn, it makes me want to just be there for them, because one of the things that not a lot of people have the opportunity to is have that guidance, and that's something that is really important to me, to be someone who can really truly help guide some of our students, and if not all of our students, into a path that it's going to lead them to for them to be something great, for them to achieve their dreams, their successes, for them to be able to experience that. That's truly and honestly why I do what I do. It's something that I've always wanted to do, and I've been a teacher. I've been a principal and administrator, and now today I'm a business owner, and so, but everything 100% always involved with revolved around education, and just making sure that it's all about the students, and what can we do to make sure that that we're making a difference for them and for our future.
So when your brothers and sisters wanted to play, you had them at the table learning. Is that what I heard you say?
That's right. I had a little chalkboard and the whole nine, like little desks, little chairs. My cousins came over, and Vanessa was the teacher.
So you went from teaching your brothers and sisters to actually teaching, becoming an administrator in the schools, and reminding students that they're important. How did you make that transition to a business owner, and how does being a business owner in your world relate to still being an educator? What does that look like for you every day?
It's kind of funny how I ended up. I'm here where I stand today as a business owner. It's not a matter of I no longer wanted to be in a school or a classroom, but it's more of a matter of I wanted to do more. I wanted to reach out to more students, to more to more of the whole community. So that's how Globally Exclusive started, with that dream of wanting to just do more, reach out, and because in the classroom or in a school, I felt like I wasn't doing enough, so I wanted to do more. And that's how I ended up being where I am today. On a day-to-day basis, I still teach and I still tutor students with what we do is right now I'm running a resource center for students that helps really provide that extra support that I had mentioned. We do with the math support, English support, all of that fun stuff, and it's so I still get to teach and I still get to be around the families and understand their needs and try to work a plan that's going to help benefit the student and the families, and kind of work together as a team, even reaching out to the classroom teachers, while at the same time learning how to run a business from the back end perspective, because in my heart I am 100%. I'm a teacher, I'm an educator, and so running the business side of it has been a challenge, but it's been a great challenge for me, because it's something that I'm learning, and it's one of those things where it's just, well, you don't stop learning. It's I'm still a teacher and I'm still an educator, and I still want to make sure that, you know, we're following the state standards and doing all that fun stuff. But then I'm also learning about the employment and taxes and all of this other business stuff, and so it kind of keeps me going.
And so your business is globally exclusive, and from what I hear you say, you are a resource center for parents, their students, and the community. So what is your mission for Global Exclusive, and what's your vision for the children, their families, and the community?
So our mission at Globally Exclusive is honestly just to establish an academic community that provides educational resources that complement the student learning, help initiate the desire and understanding of their surrounding world, and then just help develop realistic targets of success to become lifelong learners, because that's really one thing that we hope to, that any student that we work with, is that they take away from, it doesn't just stop here. It doesn't just stop, you know, it's always okay to ask questions, and it's always okay to continue to learn no matter what age you're at, and no matter what age you are. Our vision for parents and students is so that students they kind of develop our four key pillars is what we call them. So real, responsible students, where they are self-motivated, reflective, informed, experiential learning, where students can learn, be a little bit more of critical thinkers, innovative, creative, community advocates, adaptive skills, making sure that they're able to adapt their skills to the 21st century, learning the collaborativeness, mindfulness, the cultural awareness, and then the leadership, the passion, the self-directed, the independent portion of it. So truly and honestly, it's being able to help build that well-rounded student and help them along their journey.
Even your name itself, Globally, it speaks to your mission and your vision. Tell us about that.
So the logistics behind a Globally Exclusive, the name kind of came out to where I wanted it to be something where it's exclusive, and it can be exclusive to you. It's just because you're coming from somewhere, or you're from a particular area, or whatever your case may be, it can be exclusive to you, and it's something that can be possible for you. So that's really the name behind it. It's a world. It's because we're one world, we're one community, and we want to make sure that each student understands that if they put in that effort, and if they want it, and they work for it, then it's something that can become exclusive to them as well.
Now, I know that your passion is to make a difference, and you're on a mission to change the world one student at a time. What does that really look like for you?
For me, if I truly can, it's one student at a time. Is what it is. Is if I can help one student understand, help one student with their confidence, help one student see that they too can be where they never thought that they could, but there they are, standing and experiencing it, then I feel like I've reached that world. Because to me, the world is the people that you surround yourself with, the people that you want to put yourself out there in front of, and the more people truly that I can help reach, the more students that I can help see their vision come to life. And you know what? Even if it's just one student, even if it is just one student, I feel like I've made a difference. because at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's about them and making sure that they grow into those responsible adults who can help contribute to the world and to the community around them, because that's, to me, the way the world works. Is we as adults should be helping our young students become a part of that community, so that they can then become those resources to the future generations that to come, and kind of help build that ladder of making a better world for everyone, and kind of just doing it one person at a time, touching one family at a time, and just one at a time.
Oh, the power of one. Each one, reach one. You know, the saying says one child can change the world. One child, one teacher, that's all it takes. So thank you so much for being the one and doing your best to live out your life to reach your goals and your mission of changing the world one child at a time. That's your passion. I know for a fact you can't do it alone, even though you will be willing to go at it alone. What is it that you really need, perhaps from other people, for support to help your vision become a reality?
Oh, you're absolutely right. It's one thing that I know that it's, yes, we want to do one at a time, and I would want to do it all alone if I could, but I know I can't. And no matter how hard I try, I definitely can't do it alone. So one thing that I would really love to start progressing into, or would love to progress into, is help build my nonprofit organization, the Globally Exclusive Foundation, where we can help reach out to more students by being able to provide hopefully free services to those families in need, who are in need of the educational resources but can't necessarily afford to pay out of pocket. So Globally Exclusive has come up with a nonprofit organization, and through that, and hopefully being able to partner with community members who would love to sponsor students and sponsor some of those community events would be absolutely amazing, because it takes a village. When back in the day, they used to say that, you know, a kid walking down the street, you know, everybody knew their name, and everyone had permission to tell the student to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, and they're supposed to and helping them along. And you know, that's something that still holds true today. Not, you know, it takes a village, it takes a community. It's the teachers, it's the parents, it's the outside, the aunts, the uncles, everyone who is involved in the students' lives. It is our responsibility to make sure that we help grow this child into an adult who is contributing to the community as we have grown up to be. So how others can help is truly by being able to reach out, going onto our website, www.globalexclusive.com, follow us on our Facebook page, Instagram, anything like that, and just reaching out to us and becoming sponsors, or just a simple donation to kind of help be able to get students and be able to provide them with the opportunity to be able to get the resources if they need it, but can't necessarily afford it to do it on their own. So we need to kind of be able to come together so that we can reach out to some of those students.
And that each one reach one is really important. You don't have to be in the community. You just simply need to care for the community. And you can show you care by being a sponsor, as Vanessa has shared, perhaps volunteering, sharing your time with a child in her resource center, or simply going on, following her and the globally exclusive community on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn at Globally Exclusive. You can be the one to make a difference if you're willing to just reach out. Vanessa, a word of encouragement and courage that you have for our audience today to remind them to take a risk with confidence.
Truly and honestly, if you don't at least try, it's never going to happen for you. So it's like the saying says, it's if you don't ask, the answer's always going to be no. So if you don't try, then you don't know how far you can go. You don't know what you will be able to achieve. So don't be afraid to just go for it and see really truly how far you can go and how you can put your passion and into action to be able to truly follow your dreams and reach those stars, because I can say that it's possible to do it. It's possible to see yourself and experience something that you never thought was going to be for you, but yet here you are experiencing and loving the life that you're living.
And we only get one life, so we might as well love it and we might as well live it. And the best way to live life is to give it away. And there are children who need what you already have. So you can partner with Vanessa at Globally Exclusive by using your gifts, talents, resources, and finances to support her dream, vision, and most of all, reach a child to help them become successful adults who contribute to our community in a positive way. Vanessa, one more time, give us your website address and how we can connect with you and follow you on social media.
Our website is www.globallyexclusive.com, and you can follow us at Globally Exclusive. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram.
It's been a pleasure sitting here at the table with you. I love talking with people who understand that our youth are our future and that we need to invest in them so that they will, in return, invest in and take care of us. Thanks for joining us at the table today, Ms. Vanessa.
Thank you for having me, RJ.
This week in our Author's Corner, we meet with Kamenwa, the author of Stay-at-Home Moms Making Money, 7 Steps to Starting Your Own Virtual Assistant Business. Karen, welcome to the table.
Thank you very much, RJ.
It's a pleasure to have you here as we spotlight you on our Author's Corner today and talk about your book. So let's just jump right in and learn more about your book. In your book, Stay-at-Home Moms Making Money, you help stay-at-home moms find financial resources and freedom and flexibility to create the life they want for themselves and for their families. So what's the foundation? Tell us about the steps that you include in your book.
So the foundation is really my story and my personal journey of finding a way to somehow raise my kids and be the kind of mom that I really wanted to be for them, while taking into account the reality that I needed to work and make money in order to support my family. So the basis, the 7 steps, is actually an acronym of the word aligned, ALIGNED, and those are the 7 steps. The first step is to assess your life. Second step, look within to find your assets. Next step is I, ingest and integrate. G, go and get your business started. N, nurture what you create. Step 6 is embrace and enjoy. And then the last step is dream and grow. And these 7 steps really go into the details of what it is to create a business that really supports your values so that you are able to create a business that that you're proud of, that you love, and that actually gives you the finances and freedom that you need in order to design that life that you want for your family.
Karen, I think that's great. I mean, what mom does not want? Flexibility, financial freedom. Like, seriously, this is like the book that every stay-at-home mom should want, not only on their shelf, but to be reading, to find out those 7 steps. And I love that one, Peg, just go get your business. So I know that sounds easy. So let me ask you, how does a stay-at-home mom balance between raising a child and going to get that business and serving clients?
Oh, that's a very good question, RJ. Actually, the book outlines that in details, and the steps on embrace and enjoy in the aligned process, it really talks on that, on how to create that balance. And self-care is very important, being real with yourself and knowing what you need in order for you to be your best self. That helps in creating balance. And also time management. And in one of the steps, which is Assess Your Life, we really dig in and find out what our values are, and then we design a life that's founded on those values. And so creating time for those things that are very valuable and important to us, and setting specific time for those things will ensure that our life is meaningful and is balanced, that we are able to do the things that are really, really important to us, and letting go of everything else that really doesn't matter. And many times, we can take on so many things in our lives, but when we really get down to it, maybe only 5 or 6 things are the things that really, really matter. And that's what we focus on in step 1, and creating that balance in our families so that we are able to raise our kids, because that's the reason why we started our business and wanted to work from home, and then actually serving our clients and making the money that we need.
7 steps to becoming a virtual assistant and running your own business as a mom. So what is it, Karen, that you would say that most stay-at-home moms don't know about working from home, but they really need to know?
I think what most moms don't know is that it's not just as a virtual assistant or working from home. It's not just about working in your PJs, although that is great and that's the beauty of working from home. But it's really creating something that is valuable, that you love, that you're proud of, and that actually gives you what you need, that it supports your vision, it supports your values. And so that financial resources that you need, this business is able to give that to you so that you can have the flexibility to do the things that you love beyond even working, beyond even raising your kids, even though that is one of our values and calling as moms. God has also called us to do other things, and so having the financial resources kind of frees us up and frees up our time so that we are able to also pursue all those other things that we are called to do on this earth.
I love how you addressed the pajama question. Let's talk about that for a minute. Because, most people think that you stay at home, that's what you do, you stay in your pajamas. But why is it important for moms and entrepreneurs to literally get dressed in order to do their business?
Oh, there's something about waking up and even just making your bed every morning when you wake up that sets you up for success. And so even waking up and showering and dressing up, even though nobody sees you while you're working from home, it just sets you up to show up in your best self. And so everything that you do comes from that place of taking value, of having value, and appreciating the value that you're bringing to the table, and taking what you're doing very importantly, because everybody feels it. Even virtually, your clients will sense the pride that you have in your work, and it's going to trickle down, and they'll feel it, they'll sense it, and the value that you bring is all the more better when you are taking pride in what you're doing.
I so totally agree. And as stay-at-home moms, if we're staying at home, if we're doing business from home, how do we actually connect with people and meet clients and honestly just simply enjoy time for ourselves as stay-at-home moms if we're running our business from home?
Okay, running your business from home virtually, you don't get to meet your clients in person most of the time unless there's an event or a requirement for you to travel. So yes, that's a valid question. But again, time management, and really that step one that I talked about on assessing your life and what your values are is what will help you come up with a plan that enables you to set aside time to do all these other things that you want. And so working from home doesn't mean we're working 24/7 and you don't have time to do anything else. But when we structure our time and plan that time and set goals, we are able to accomplish all the other things that we want to do. So setting boundaries is important. For me personally, I don't work on Saturdays and Sundays, and so Saturdays and Sundays are the days that I can maximize and really do all the other things that I want to do. And then I also work until 6 p.m. After 6 p.m., I'm also able to dedicate that time to the other things that I want to do in my life. And so working from home does not mean that there's no structure and that you work 24/7, 24 hours. We do, plan the time well. If you plan the time well, you will be able to meet all the other people that you need to meet and you need to engage with in your life.
Karen, how can we connect with you? Because I'm confident that stay-at-home moms want to know how to create financial freedom as well as find the resources and stay at home and take care of their family. How can we learn more about your book, Stay-at-Home Moms Making Money?
Visit my website, and that's bit.ly/book-Karen-today. That's bit.ly/book-Karen-today.
It's been such a pleasure and such an honor hearing your story, learning how stay-at-home moms can balance between raising their children, serving their clients, creating financial freedom and flexibility in their lives. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, RJ.
Well, we've kept our promise again, and we've provided you with another down-to-earth, epic conversation on courage. We know you were inspired and empowered, so be sure to catch us for every episode. Simply subscribe to give us a review and put your comments below. You can find us on iTunes, iHeart, and YouTube. As your host, it's my pleasure not only to connect you with amazing people, but to encourage, inspire, and empower you to take a risk with confidence. As a personal and professional development confidence booster, coach, and speaker, you can count on me to boost your confidence so that you can take a risk and take your business as well as your life to the next level. Let's have a conversation on courage and on purpose. Connect with me today. You deserve to live your best life now.
Thank you for joining us for Conversations on Courage. Now that you've been inspired, informed, and encouraged, it's time for you to take action. So head on over to thecouragegiver.com. That's thecouragegiver.com and connect with RJ for a personal conversation on courage. She's waiting to help you take the risk you need to succeed.